Yep, you guessed it, week 11. That means the baby is the size of a lime. Why would I have a lime? Because that's the size of the baby. That's why. That's hard for me to believe because I don't feel that amount of weight, but it's not necessarily weighing that much. But the fact that it's about 1.5 inches long is what makes it similar. They're not that fat, but maybe with the uterus and everything, they're more combined to that size. But being pregnant with number 13, I'm not near as worried about things. I'm not near as stressed about things. And, you know, it's just one of those things where it was a surprise, like I said in the last video. This was not what I was planning on, but it's going to be okay. I'm taking all the precautions I need. But for right now, I want to just say thank you real quick to all the people who have been subscribing to my channel. Oh my goodness, and all the positive comments that you guys have made, being so supportive and just so encouraging. I just really appreciate your words. They've been very helpful and have just really made me feel good. So I just really want to thank you for that and just appreciate you and just keep sharing because this story is just going to be more fun and very educational along the way. You know, one of the questions I keep getting asked is, am I tired? Absolutely. I've been tired. I've been exhausted. I've been just... Thank you, Angie. She says I'm looking wonderful. Oh, that's so nice. But I've been sick and more like nauseous, and I just know I'm nauseous. So it's almost like, you know, when you get on a boat and then you get off the boat and you're just trying to hold everything still. That's kind of what I feel like. I'm just trying not to throw up or anything. And finally my chlorophyll got here, and I'll talk to you more about that in just a little bit because it's helping. But I've been really sick up until then. And even then, if I'm not doing it enough, I'm not feeling well. The good news is for me, and you know, maybe it's a little early to say, but I've had 9 boys and 3 girls so far. And the fact of the matter is, I have never really been sick with my boys' pregnancies, only with my girls. In fact, my first daughter, I had that vomit problem where I was sick and throwing up the entire 9 months with her. I threw up anywhere and everywhere, marked every territory, every parking lot. It was ridiculous. In fact, I was just telling my son last night, I got to where no matter what I would eat, I was going to throw it up, and I knew I was, but I was trying to get something down in me. And so what I would do is I would eat it and top it with ice cream, because when you're throwing up, it tastes better if you throw it up with ice cream, you know, because here you are and you try to do these things when you're eating regular food, and that just tastes nasty. Like salad coming up, ugh, that's horrible. But if you have it topped with ice cream, it's not so bad. It just kind of comes up smoother. I got to be really good at projectile vomiting and keeping it from even getting in my mouth, you know, other than just rinsing my mouth when I was done. I didn't have it all over my face or hands or anything like that. I just could just get it right out there. But I'm so glad I don't do that anymore. What I'm trying to tell you with all that nastiness is that I think that I am going to have a girl. Fingers crossed. That would be really awesome because I have had 9 boys and the girls are few and far between. My girls have been number 1, number 5, and number 10. So this one would be number 13. And I think that'd be kind of fun, right? It would. So let's talk more about, you know, one of the other things I remembered that I forgot to mention in my last video is that I also was off of sugar for 30 days, but I actually think I was pregnant just before I did that, and it just probably helped me. I really attribute the easiness to getting pregnant was drinking that dill pickle juice every day and then having that intermittent fasting, losing that weight. Kind of a good combination. Just losing 10, 20 pounds is all it took to make that difference. And then that pickle juice, what it is the vinegar in it, which neutralizes acid in your stomach, and it also just helps a lot of things in our body that keep us from getting pregnant. So that's one thing I would suggest. You know, you could also do apple cider vinegar, which is powerful. Actually, my daughter used that, and she was able to get pregnant. She was struggling a little bit. So those are some tips that could help you there if you are seeking to have a baby. But like I said, I had been going without sugar. I'd been doing intermittent fasting. I don't know how I was able to do it then. I was starting to notice that I was getting sick to my stomach and just maybe I was a little queasy and I needed to eat more. And so I was just like, here I was able to fast for days. And then now I'm having a hard time just fasting past breakfast. And I want to eat around 10 or 11 instead of at like 1 or 2 like I was before. And then sometimes I even think I need something earlier than that. And so here I was trying to do intermittent fasting, OMAD, and keto, and it was just not enough. I needed to up my carbs and eat more. Oh, I got an owie on my thumb. I just needed to eat more so that I wouldn't be nauseous. So I had to kind of adjust my numbers. I still have a good amount of fat and protein, but I've kind of upped my carbohydrates, and that's made me feel so much better. In fact, carbohydrates are the thing that are saving me all the time. That just shows me, again, how important it is to have everything that your body needs. You can't really go without it, because otherwise you will be sick, and I don't want to be sick. And so hopefully with all those diet changes I've made, I have been kind of listening to my my cravings that I've been having, and whatever I want to eat, I'm like, I want to eat that now. I need spaghetti and meatballs now. I need, McDonald's now. I don't even eat McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's for years. Why did I crave that out of the blue? I don't know. I just went with it, had a Big Mac for the first time in my life. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't care if I ever eat one again, but that was just what I craved. So just trying these different things so that I can move on and be healthy and get past this 12 weeks so that I can get in the second trimester. I know I'll do better once I'm in the second trimester. So that's what I'm hoping for. I wanted to talk to you for a second about this. This is magic stuff right here. This is chlorophyll. I get the Bernard Jensen's brand. He has it in natural flavor and mint flavor. I suggest if you like to drink something like this in tea, get the mint flavor. But if you want to be able to drink it in anything, get the natural flavor. Now, what it is that the chlorophyll, I've always given this to my girls as a midwife. If you're nauseous, if you're vomiting, you start out with a teaspoon of this one day, and then you can up it to 2 tablespoons, and that way you can actually you can even do more. Because what I found is that here I've been doing a tablespoon or 2 every day, and I just got this on Saturday, and I've only done it 2 days, and I am seriously needing more than 2 tablespoons. And I don't think I need it right then in the morning when I take it, but I kind of need it again in the afternoon. And what I do is I just take it, and I take my 1 tablespoon and I put it in about 1/4 of a cup of orange juice, and I kind of swish it around, and I just drink it down. It's really dark green when I do that, and I just don't think about it a lot. And then I go ahead and fill it up again with about 1/4 or 1/3 of orange juice fresh. It's going to have a little bit of green color to it, but barely any. And then it's just a nice rinse, almost like a chaser for that chlorophyll, because it's it's just kind of green, and it's just a great source of vitamins. But it's so great for if you're throwing up in pregnancy, to kind of just level you out. If you're just nauseous, whether you're pregnant or not, if you are needing vitamins, if you are having a hard time eating a great deal of salad or having your smoothies when you need to, or your green juice, if you take this, it can basically supplement it and replace it and switch it out. But it's really good for your diet, like I said, your digestion, for your pH balance, for getting your vitamin content out without having to chew it up. And there's several ways you can use this. I preferred it orange juice. Most of the ladies I've worked with that are pregnant preferred it orange juice, but you could also do it in a tea. You could do it in just water. You could do it in smoothies. You could put it in your yogurt, whatever works for you. But I would highly suggest that. Another thing I was going to tell you about pregnancy is that almost through all of my home births, or just births period, I found this book. It's Pregnancy, Childbirth, and the Newborn, by The Complete Guide by Penny Simpkin and then some other nurses. And what I love about this book is that it is such a comprehensive manual on everything to know from A to Z on having babies in and out of the hospital. It lets you know the options and what's traditional for in the hospital, what's traditional for home birth, and everything in between. So if you're not sure how you feel one way or another about how you want to have your baby, this is a great book. Or if you just want to learn a little more. One thing I learned in here that was amazing that I'll be able to tell you more about later was about the gateway to pain. And I just learned about how to to control that so that my births were so much more intense, focused, and less painful. You know, you try not to say painful, you just say pressure or whatever, but sometimes it can be straight up pain, and that really, really helped me. So that's a book I would highly suggest. But if you have any questions, throw those down. I'll be sure to answer them. I can answer a couple right now. So if you have anything for me, just let me know. Hopefully, I can see a little bit of lag in some of the times here, so hopefully the video isn't too glitchy for you. But if you have a question, throw it up there and I will answer it, if not here in the comments. And I will see you. I'm thinking about just doing this every Monday around noon, so you can look for me then, because that'll work really good for me, and I've usually got all my morning routines done by then, and the kids are fed and dressed and ready to go. And even when I'm homeschooling this summer, after the summer, then I will be able to have a free time in the morning about here. So that's what you can look for, and you can just count on that for these videos. So I hope to see you soon, and be sure to like and subscribe to this video if you do, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.